Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing today? If you are watching the live replay, thank you so much for coming back and visiting the channel. Hi, Arlene and Terry and Mona and Midge and Doreen and Anis. So happy to see everybody here today. I'm going to make a mess. What else is new, right? Everybody having an awesome day so far? They're still messing with my darn setup. We're going to have some shadows today, and I am just going to let it go. I am not going to worry about it. I just kind of want to see if I can make some progress on this journal that I need to get done. It's more like a giant card. Those were some really cool, clear stones that your sweetie brought you, Arlene. That's awesome. I love those. I can't wait to see what you do with them. You have some of the best ideas. Let's see if I make things a little smaller. There we go. You can still kind of see me, and you can, let's see, maybe I need to move this. There we go. That a little bit better. Yeah, so I haven't done one of these in ages, so I am out of practice, and that's always good to go back and revisit some old things. I have a brand new bottle of Fabri-Tac that my husband just managed to get open for me, and all kinds of stuffs. Stuffs. I have stuffs. I did not bring over a needle and thread. Can you hear me okay? I guess I should have asked that first. Is the sound working okay today? Let me know. So I am not going to mess with a needle and thread today. I am recovering from all the damage that I have done to myself lately. Okay, good. You can hear me okay. That's fine. Awesome. Thank you. I managed to, when you're stitching, normally what you do is you poke yourself with the pointy end of the needle, right? I was just, and I didn't have like really heavy fabric. I was just pushing the needle through gently with my thumb, and I managed to make a really big slice in my thumb with the back side of the needle. Holy cow, that hurt. So yeah, that was fun. And then last night I was distressing fabric with a seam ripper and just like, going crazy with it. And I managed to do a seam ripper rip in my finger there. So luckily I was already on antibiotics because I had a bad tick bite and went to the doctor for that. So I'm all medicated up. So happy Wednesday, everybody. And thank you for joining me. I have got just some pages of colored cardstock and a few of them with patterns. And so far, the only thing I have done is added a little bit of copy dyed paper at the creases. And I'm trying to figure out, what the gal wants on this is lots of pockets and tucks. Hey, Marjorie, how are you doing today? And so I'm thinking I had these long patchworks. I think these will be good double pockets. And I can sew them in there. So I think maybe what I'll do is figure out what's going to go where. And then I have some decorating to do on some little things. And yeah, oh my goodness. I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. It is hot here. So we have most of the lights off. And so I just couldn't handle the big lights on me while this was going on. It was like, no. All right, I definitely know that this is going to go on this page. The pages might not be in the order they're going to go in, but that's okay. So I knew I had picked some of these out. Hey, Linda, how are you? Glad to have you here today. I have thimbles, but I don't normally wear them on my thumb. I wear them on this finger. So I need to just have a padded suit half the time, it feels like. So I'm debating. Okay, so I'm going to need lots of input from you guys. So how much of this can I just put together with Fabri-Tac, do we think, since it's not going to be a writing journal? No pages to write in. It's all just pockets and tucks. Can I just do Fabri-Tac for all my pockets, and then I'll do pamphlet stitch to join it? What do you think? Hey, Joanne, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having an awesome day today, wherever you are. What do you think? Can I get away with just Fabri-Tac? It would be really nice if I could. All right, so this one's going to need something there. This side's got a pattern. And I've got some pocket thingy two things. She wants to be able to write notes to her daughter in them. I have a leather thimble. You know what, Marjorie? You just reminded me of that a friend gave me. And maybe that's what I should be wearing on this one. And then my regular thimble on my other hand. That's a great idea. Thank you. Hey, Mouse, how you doing today? Well, the journal being all there'll be with the journal being all tags, there will not be more pull on the pockets and tucks. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is there's not going to be a lot of pull. Yeah, that's what the thumb thimble I've got looks like, and I just totally forgot I even had it until Marjorie said that. Okay, I kind of like these on the outside here. So Marjorie, you think I can get away with just the Fabri-Tac? That would sure make things go a lot faster for me. What else do we have here? Things that look like they will go. Nope. I figure if I figure out some placements first, then I can add some decorated. You would recommend sewing? Yeah. I think so too. Well, I still have to figure out what goes where. I just have to figure out what goes where, and that's a good start. All right, so and then I can come back in and decorate. That may not have enough contrast. All right, that one can be sewn on. Yeah, and I'm thinking I might, I don't know, I glued these down with matte medium, but maybe I should go ahead and stitch those too, because this is just cardstock. Yeah, better safe than sorry. You got that right, especially when somebody's paying you for your work. And Fabri-Tac has other uses, all the layering and collaging. Okay, whoops. What did I do? Stitch my... I just didn't want to, I know I can sew while I'm on, but it's just, I think, a lot nicer. Yeah, it's just these that already had stitching, but I'm just going to do straight stitch around. These were some old painty papers and jelly plated papers that I just made a patchwork with. So yeah, I think that'll be a good pocket there. Okay, so I can do a little something up top there. Okay, there's one page. This one has nothing. That will it is it? I've got something that'll fit inside here. Let's see. Oh, good, there's another corner one. Trying to utilize where I can stuff that I already have so that kind of goes with that. It's kind of short. Maybe we'll just cut that down. And I'll put a little thingy at the top. So we'll cut this down. Thank you. It was fun to use up the painty papers, the jelly papers. I wasn't sure how I was going to do. A lot of the jelly prints were in, had a lot of patterns on them that I just couldn't figure out what I was going to do with. Okay, and this one can get sewn down there. And even when it's sewn, I'm very, very careful sewing that one on. That'll work. And then, of course, I'll do a what you call it. You found a letter from your great-grandfather to your great-grandmother. Oh my goodness, how amazing is that? Wow. Was it a love letter? Thanks for the recommendation to hit the like buttons. I appreciate that. So this one could be a journaling card, or got these little guys. Ooh, there we go. I like that with that. This would be a good little tuck. Tuck like that. And then does something still fit? Let's see. We do that. Ooh, that's going to be close. And just cut that down a little bit. Or maybe then an envelope goes in there. Kind of like that idea. Amazing and shocking. Oh my goodness. What was shocking about it? Can you share? Marjorie says, the thrift store I volunteer at saved a large shopping bag of different offcuts of ruffled lace. And so you're spending your time today taking the machine ruffle out so you have beautiful flat lace. Oh my goodness, that's fabulous. Did you see, I think I only posted it on Instagram, this a local weaver gave me a huge, like one of those big black garbage bags full of offcuts from her weaving, all these different threads and fibers. And I was expecting, she asked me if I wanted them, you know, for my little clusters. And I thought they were going to be these little 1 or 2 inch things. And they're like 3 feet long. So I spent a week of TV watching time just untangling them, sorting them out. And now I'm really motivated to get my little loom going so that I can do some small little weavings. Okay, pocket and a tuck, and the envelope will come out. I'm not going to seal the envelope. That way she can write stuff inside it. Ooh, but I might have something that would fit inside there. Awesome. Yeah, I felt very, very lucky to get all of that. All right, so we're going to see lots of lace from you, huh, Marjorie? Lots of lace in your work. All right, this one, this kind of goes with that. Or, ooh, another one of the patchworks. This one's fabric. That could be a tall tuck. So let's see, I could do, I would have to go on the other side. I'll save that for the orange one, I think. Okay, on this one, I like the untangle part too, Marjorie. It was just very relaxing to sit there in the evenings and do that. Hey, Mouse, I can certainly stream the weaving. You want me to stream when I'm setting the thing up for the first time, since I've never done it before? It's going to be quite an adventure. I do not need to do anything on that, but I might get away with just, I don't know. This way she can put little notes in there too. And I've got stuff that's going to come down over the top. He was in a prison or camp during the Second World War and spent a long time there in Java in Indonesia. Wow. Wow. What a piece of history. That's amazing. All right. So this one. Do that. It dresses up that side. If I, let's see, so if I want that to be a tuck on this side, let's see, how best to do this. I'm probably going to need to cut this a little bigger, right? Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Artsology. Welcome, welcome. So happy to see you here. I know, Mouse, I'm a nervous wreck, but maybe that would be a good thing to show, right? Maybe that'll be a good thing to show. I might do that this weekend. Happy birthday, Jacqueline. Are you on summer vacation or do you have year-round school? Okay, so how best to do this, guys? I have this envelope. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Did you get your mojo back? Did you find out where it was hiding? Okay, I have the envelope. What I want to do is have it be a tuck on that side and still be an envelope on that side. Can I make that work? Summer vacation, okay. I guess maybe if I just sew a piece of great grades, that's awesome. And Lori found her mojo, awesome. Let me find a piece of fabric. La 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 la. All right, so if I put a piece of fabric, if I sew it with the envelope open, if I sew it there, and I'm just going to make another crease, maybe that's what it is. So I'll just sew it right there. Okay, I'll put my paper clip there. Thank you, Marjorie. You're starting a jewelry business this summer on Etsy. Good for you, Jacqueline. All right, that's going to go there. And I should probably cut this hole. How do you think I should cut the slit a little bigger? Do you think? Maybe. May or may not decorate that one. Okay, then this side, what are we gonna do? What do we have over here? I just like went through the studio and grabbed all kinds of stuff. Belly band on that, or what other colors do I have coming up? I'm gonna save the belly band for there. What else is over here? Stuffs. Hey, Maria. I'm going to do a combination, Linda. Whenever I'm going to stitch something on, I add some glue and then go stitch. Let me do this now while I think about it. It's kind of a catch-22, isn't it? Trying to decide, you know, what's going to hold up, especially since this is paper that I'm working with. But this particular project, I said, it's mostly like a giant, like a birthday card, only it's not a birthday card, it's a retirement card. All right, so this can be, maybe this will be a good angled tuck up here. Hey, Barbara. You went to Maine, and where do you normally live? Is Maine a long trip for you, Jacqueline? And are you still working on your journal writing? You're going to do that when school goes back in session? All right, and then this side, I just guessed on what I was bringing out here. Oh, I forgot I had these. So I could do this a couple ways. I could sew this on so it just opens up. It shouldn't go on the same color, huh? Or should it? Oh, I have more stuffs over here. Look at all the more stuffs we have. We'll get to the good stuff, the decorating stuff soon, I promise. All right, we have an orangey patchwork. Oh, we do. We have a few patchworks that are Hey, Michelle. Isabel, there you are. How are you doing, Isabel? What time is it for you in Spain? Jacqueline says, I got the cutest little handmade journal at a town there. Oh, awesome. Marjorie says, I have a dilemma. I made a beautiful snippet roll with fabric lace on the bottom, as were the instructions. When I went to use it, I had to wonder rough edges, top and bottom with 2 straight edges. Scroll. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. I needed you. There we go. End of distraction. You hate the straight edges. Can you fray it? Can you go back through and with a seam ripper? Although don't do what I did. Don't jab your finger and cut it open. Can you go through with the seam ripper and fray it up? Or can you take a piece of like muslin or something? So it's the straight edges on the sides. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me see if I grab something. So you have a snippet roll. All right, Barbara. And you don't want straight edges on the sides here. I think I don't quite follow. Let me go back and reread your note here. Roughing. So you have rough angles at the top and the bottom, and you have straight edges on both the sides. Is that what you mean? What I might do, and maybe everybody else will have some other suggestions. Let's see if I have any here. I probably don't have any here, but I can give you an idea because I don't like straight edges either. What if you took, where you cut the piece off? I would just take a piece of cheesecloth or muslin, very, very thin fabric, and then use it as the backing, because then you can rough that up and it's going to look like it was a part of the snippet. Okay, Jacqueline, take care. It was lovely to see you again. So when you cut it, I would just do a little piece of cheesecloth or muslin. That would be my take. What would anybody else do? All right, on this side we have that. So that's kind of big for a pocket or a tuck, for as narrow as this is. You're welcome. Cheesecloth and thin fabric to the rescue all the time. Michelle got to spend her vacation last week hanging out with Beth Kunzman and Patty Lang. What a blast to be around creative people in person. That is awesome. My friend Beth is going to come out and spend Saturday with me, and we're going to either do artsy stuff or talk artsy stuff or just be creative together. I love being able to do that. Or if I use the big one, I could put it on both sides. Maybe. Nah, that's too big. I think just that as a tuck, huh? That's going to work. Oh, I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this on camera. All right, and I love this on this, so we'll stitch that on. So then this side. Oh, Beth is Patty's sister-in-law. I forget that all the time. I forget that. All right. I love these little guys, just a little tea-dyed paper that you can lift up and write a little note in. And then they're also a tuck. They need to be decorated, of course. Do them on opposite corner. I don't like them on opposite corners. Top tucks are hard. Stuff doesn't always stay up there, but Artman. Oh my goodness, what a great name. That is a great name. So if we did this one would fit in there perfectly. What do you think? Thank you, Isabel. Do we like a top tuck or not? She'll still be able to bring this down and write a note in it. That's true. And she could take maybe, let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, it could be just a big journal. Okay, and then what do you think? Do I put a bottom tuck on here too? How many spots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could just count my pages, huh? 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, maybe we need to put them both places. Historical letters. Oh, I'll save that for another journal. Yeah, this one, I've got a lot of the, we made some ephemera a couple weeks ago that I'll put in here with some positive quotes and kind of, uplifting things. But otherwise, the gal that's getting this is going to fill it with advice from mom and that sort of stuff. That's right. They all did the crafting together with the acrylic wax, huh? Liquid wax. All right. So we have another big pocket here. I love finally finding a use for these. That just makes me really happy. All right. So that's that side. So this side, what else do we have here? I have one more of these guys, but not on that color. These things may or may not work. I don't know. What was I gonna do? I had a plan once upon a time on these. I don't know. I'm not loving it, so I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to force anything. This just all has to evolve in a way that feels good. These little things are just playing cards. I like them because they're sturdy. They're just cheap playing cards from the dollar store that just have some book text and sheer fabrics stitched over them. That's a journaling card. The hummingbird's supposed to be in here, so that might work. This. Let's see. That is kind of wide for a pocket, so we'll save that for something else. This is just dyed paper, just to kind of strengthen it a little bit. And then I was thinking when I get ready to stitch it together, I'll probably put some fabric maybe in the center spine. I'm not sure if it needs it on both sides or not. It's too big. It's the smaller one. Hey, Margaret. These are pages of a book that I am doing for a friend that asked me to make something for her to give to her daughter. And so it's just a book of pockets and tucks and place it in some positive words and positive quotes. And then she can put some notes from mom in there. So just trying to figure out what's going to go where. Arlene, I abuse my sewing machine so much. I do not change my needle very often at all. But then I don't sew clothes. I don't use my sewing machine for anything other than crafting stuff. No, it doesn't feel right. Kind of like this one. That would be a very, a very tall tuck, but I could make it a pocket by folding some of it back. That part's the most interesting. So let's just fold it down. That'll make it a little stronger here. And that'll be a good pocket for, okay, that one won't fit. Something like that. Okay. Ah, paper clips, I buried them. Yeah, I still have to figure out the cover. I've got the fabric for the cover, but I have no idea how I'm going to put it together yet. So hopefully I will get a brilliant idea eventually to go with it. Hey, Nana. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing okay, listening while you're making supper. What are you making for supper? It's not pretty enough. No. I don't like any of those. This one feels like it needs to go there, so I might just have to cut that one down. Or, oh, I could use that if I just don't, if I make this, I just sew this on 2 sides rather than 3. Hey, Sharon, did you get here? Oh, a ham frittata. Yum. Salad and toast. Wow. I'm hungry. I am hungry. All right. We figure out, we're almost to the end of figuring out what goes where, and then we can do the fun stuff. What else is over here? Yeah, we could make that one a top tuck. No, don't like it. Isn't it funny? Sometimes, I mean, it's still in such the early stages, but sometimes the stuff just really throws me. These are some of the tags from my beautiful bees. I want to make sure they're not all going to go in one pocket, but I want to make sure I don't bury them on my desk. Because that happens. That happens all the time, burying things on my desk. This could be a side tuck, right? If I just sew it here, that will work. Okay. And that sort of looks like that goes with that. All right. That one's done. Okay, Artsology. I'm sorry. I've got a brain blank here. I'm totally missing your name. I know you all the time, but I can't remember. Mouse says, were you a different type of fabric artist before? Or did you start collecting these fabrics once you started making books? Oh, that's a great question. Let me hydrate. It is hard to believe, but I would say that 3 years ago, the only fabric in my house was kitchen towels and bath sheets, you know, that were kind of holy, but I saved them in case we needed them for a sick dog or something. I mean, I did not have any fabric. And then, yeah, I guess that's probably about three years ago. Deb, thank you, Barbara. Oh my goodness. My brain just totally like disappeared. And then about 3 years ago, I was making books, but I was really only using the sari ribbon. And then I started sewing. I wanted to sew on paper. So I got the sewing machine so I could sew on paper. And that sort of led to me thinking about what I could do with fabric. And because I had a whole lot of, oh gosh, all that stress that comes from high school sewing classes where teachers were not extremely kind. And so I just didn't have a whole lot of energy to, you know, sew. And yet I wanted to. So sewing on paper kind of led me to deciding to play with fabrics. And then I realized how much I love fabrics and fibers. I mean, the stuff that this weaver gave me, I'm in love with it. And then the little book that I'm working on now with all the stitching in it, So I'm very, very new to playing with fabric and fibers. And what I'm loving about the book that I'm working on right now is I feel like I have let go of a lot of the perfectionism that has been haunting me all my artistic life. Well, all my life. I mean, my writing life's the same way. It was like, must be perfect. It must be perfect. And of course, perfect is an illusion, and things don't have to be perfect to be beautiful. So it was really nice to be able to feel like I'm finally past that. And yeah, I don't know. There's something, I love paper. I mean, I've got so much. Am I hiding? You just see black. Uh-oh. Thank you. There we go. I threw up a piece of paper and it covered the camera lens. I have the choice. I can either have the camera at this angle, or if I put it up top, unfortunately, you see way too much of this camera. So I am not knowing what I'm going to put on here. I have lots of stuff. I just don't know what to do. This feels like it wants some color. So yeah, so then I collected way too much fabric. Way too much fabric. So this is cool that this opens, but it doesn't work as a tuck, does it? Unless I put a pocket on the inside. I'm not loving this. Votes. Put this piece in or not? Keep the orange or let it go. No. Too much in fabric don't belong in the same sentence. Yeah. Has the style of fabric I collect change over time? Absolutely. Absolutely the style. At first, because you would think I was born in the Depression. Yeah, not enough contrast. I think you're right, Terry. Because I kept acting like I had to have everything. I would see a bargain and I felt like I had to have, whatever that bargain was. Go to the thrift store and I would see, colored lace on clothes. And I'd think, oh, that's a great bargain. I need to take that home and do something with it. But I didn't think about the type of work that I was drawn to create. And that's what made things difficult. I don't think this is I'm not feeling this. I might come back to it later, but I'm not feeling these orange pieces. Now, really, that was before I got into doing botanical dyeing of any kind or printing. All right, these pages are bothering me, so I'm going to go to this one. This is the cover page. Then I decided that I wanted only natural fabrics. And so that's kind of what I'm into now is natural fabrics, cotton, linen, silk. Some bamboo fabrics work for me because it's easy to dye, and I don't like pattern as much as I used to because I would prefer to make my designs with the botanical prints. There is a lot of sewing for me to do this afternoon, isn't there? All right, this is going to be I'm not going to do anything here. This is an embossed sheet. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to take some wax, some colored wax, and go over this. Happy mail. Ooh, fun, fun. And then this is the back one here. So not sure. I don't have to make up my mind about all these pages. If I'm not sure what I'm going to do on these two right now, I'm going to let these sit aside. I know they're going to go in the book, but I feel pretty good about having done this part. Hey, Debbie, how are you doing today? Happy Wednesday, wherever you are. I need to put some protector on that one. Okay, this one. Oh, I was going to grab some stencils. Darn, I didn't grab any stencils. Let's see what we have. I did bring a few stamps. Let's see. I don't even know if my stamp pads have any ink left in them, so I guess we'll find out, won't we? We will find out. So what are you up to today, Sharon? Oh, good. There is still ink on there. Mouse, I think you're right. You know, it takes time to kind of figure out your style. Well, because in the beginning, when we start, and all of us are like this, you start by, you know, emulating what you're seeing around you. So you see other artists doing things and you know, emulate them. And you say, okay, I like doing this. I don't like doing that. And let's see. You know, so you keep what works and you discard the rest. Sharon's trying to wake up. All right. Perfectly imperfect. We're going to go with perfectly imperfect here. Oh, you know what I should have done? Let's take this guy. And let's put him on the patchwork. Let's see a lot of it. Oh, that's frustrating, isn't it, Isabel? Let's see here. Yeah, just a little bit of something to surprise you there. Maybe should have done a different stamp. Not going to beat myself up. I don't do a lot with stamps. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep stamps or if I'm going to let go of stamps. Okay, let's instead do something fun. Yeah, I don't feel like stamping right now. I know, Margaret. I'm starting to get a tiny bit better. I am really going to be working on the kits for you guys. I have moved a bunch of that. Sorry, my big old arm is in the way here, but I need to move my stamp pads. I have pulled a lot of stuff that I want to do into the kits, but I've got a couple of commission projects I need to finish before I can work on those. Okay, this little guy needs something. He needs a something. I have no space left. What a surprise. What do we got over here? I'm just my little box of things. Photos, my goodness. You never, my desk was so clean last night. I was so proud of it. I pointed out to my husband, look at how clean my little desk is. It's not so clean right now. No, okay, it doesn't go on there. Some fabric, maybe. I love sheer fabrics because you can. Ooh, hip surgery. Ouch. Hope you're listening to the doctor's orders and you will heal well. Yeah, going from one project to the other can be time consuming. I agree. What I love about the sheer fabric is the way you can just abuse it easily, which would have been better than cutting my finger open with the seam ripper last night. All right, kind of building a little bit of a kind of cluster. I was really happy though. I will be able to clean this back up after I'm done working today. So before dinner, I'll be able to clean off my desk and not stare at it across the room. This would go faster with a seam ripper, but I'm not going to trust myself with one for a while. I like to take a seam ripper and just go back and forth, just to rough up the edges. All right, kind of like that. And then we need something. Okay, I did bring everything else over here. What do we need in there? We can put a little birdie in there, maybe. What do we think? Do a little picture in there. Ooh, you popped some stitches. Ouch, 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 ouch. That sounds painful. Did I bring any distress ink out? No, because that would have, oh, I did. I do have some distress ink. Okay. Oh, it's hard to tear the tiny ones. Tiny, tiny pictures. It's a little tiny picture of a hummingbird that I took. So there will be hummingbirds throughout this book. So is anybody doing anything fun for the 4th of July? Our little town has a parade. We don't go down to watch it, but we can hear some of it up here. Luckily, there's no fireworks because we are in fire country. Oh, this is really dark. It is vintage photo. It must be fairly new vintage photo. Not like my old dried up one. I get to this point, I do this stuff, and then I decide that I don't like the photo on there, but that's okay. This is how we figure it out, right? We'll see. You guys can vote. Hey, Margaret. So you're making an art book with Robin McClendon's videos, your first creative adventure for a while. So last week you started a color mixing class with local watercolor. Wow. Will do, Debbie. Huh. I'm not so sure. So Margaret, how are you feeling? Is all the swelling and stuff gone down in your arm? Yeah, no fireworks, exactly. Katie Lloyd, another sidetrack, but fun. Oh, nice. All right. Do we want the picture on there or no picture? I'm sort of thinking no picture. This just doesn't feel like it works there. But you guys can give me a vote. Yeah, I don't think so. I agree, Barbara. Robin's style is amazing. And you can always tweak it, to your own kind of stuff. Rose, oh, the pink rose, put that one on there, you think? It's going to cover up all the other stuff if I do that. I might have another little picture, though, that might work better. Let's see. Oh, I forgot some of this stuff was in here. I love it when I find things that I forgot I even had taken out to play with. Okay, these guys can definitely go elsewhere. Bye, Marjorie. You have a great rest of your day. Oh, Margaret, I am so happy to hear that. Let's see. Need some little pictures, and I don't know. Oh, here we go. Maybe a little tiny flower, because it doesn't need much. I don't like that color there. The assemblage book. Okay, that's on our Patreon. Yeah, I admire the artists that do the Patreon. I just, it would be nice to be able to do something like that and maybe make a little bit of money, but I just don't know that I could commit to a regular thing. I do have a couple of ideas for some classes, but Looking through my stash here that's right near me so I don't have to go in the studio and dig anything out. I'm throwing stuff all over the floor. Someone anonymous sent you an envelope full of random die cuts. Oh, so much fun. That's fabulous. Kind of like the dragonfly. It's kind of big. Oh, scary times, Debbie. Even if I cut this little bit off. All right, but that stuff is way too dark, so what do we have here? I need a little inky thing. Little die cuts will be fun to play with. That's so sweet of you, Arlene. All right, let's see. I think we can do something with this, and then I need a few little threads to go over the top. All right, boy, all this for just one side tack. Whew! It'll get easier as I go on, right? It'll get easier. All right, so the green one is very sheer, so I'm going to use the art glitter glue on that. That I've changed modes. Oh, that I wasn't working on the pages. The last couple pages were giving me fits, so I'm just going to leave them for later. Sometimes you just need to walk away from a project and come back to it. All right, so we have that. Then for the other shape stuff, whoops, what did I do with my other? Oh, there they are. Let me just kind of have them kind of hanging over that little bit. Something I always forget is how little of anything you need. You know, you always think, oh, I need to have, you know, gazillion pages or threads or something, but really it doesn't take that much to put something together. Is there anything better than a brand new bottle of Fabri-Tac? Oh, it all works together so nicely. All right. And there's the Fabri-Tac threads. All right, I'm gonna put that guy down a little more. Ah! Should have done this in a few more layers. Oh well. I will get there eventually. Yeah, I decided that the die cuts that were giving to me were enough for me to play with. I don't need a machine. Just wanted to hide that kind of straight edge just a little bit. So it's almost what I had in my head. Not exactly, but so I have a pin. Loosen some of this up a little bit. I should have made my fuzzy before I glued it down. Oops. And it says, I'm listening and trying to create space in my way to small crafting room. Just a minute ago, I had an empty box. Now your cat. Oh, cats and boxes. Yes, when I had a cat, it was the same thing. Empty boxes or paper bags from the grocery store. Thank you, Nana. I won't get as far as I thought I might here. Although just getting things, paper clipped to the pages, so then I can just go through them and I'll get all the decorating done, then I'll go back in and sew stuff. Yeah, they do know they're cute, don't they? I had the best cat. I'm not a cat person, but this one cat was he was awesome. He came with me from New Orleans, or from Virginia to New Orleans to California. Okay, there we go. All right. Whew. So this is going to be a side tuck. So I'm just going to stitch that on the side there. There'll be a side tuck on that page. And that little envelope will fit there. Midge says, we have 6 cats. There are usually at least 2 that want my full attention while I'm trying to work, and 1 is in a box. Sharon said, I just ordered some storage envelopes. I'm hoping it will help me sort some paper piles that are taking precious space on my tables. Organization is a constant battle. Absolutely. Although my carts and my little plastic things are really, I'm loving that. Nana said, I had made a cat house out of boxes, had 4 cats at one time. They must have loved that. So this one, do we need to, maybe I can just put a sentiment, because I'm going to stitch it on and it's already got a lot of decoration. So it really doesn't need, okay, I know these guys are going to go in there. Let's just put it aside. It's kind of big, huh? You still have the cat box. Your old cats love it. That's great. Kind of like this. So let's get the scissors. I like having one cart for the fabric stuff and one cart for the paper. Thank you, Isabel. You bought 100 A4 size Ziploc bags. Oh, that sounds perfect. I love being able to see what's inside of things. That's just a real biggie for me. All right, so I like this. And I want the little frayed edges. Floor space is a precious in my space, so I don't want to rush my decision making. That's really smart. Recently moved my desks around again, and I think I found the magic formula. Oh, that's awesome. Nana, I don't have a name for this one. I probably need to think of something to call it, because it's not a traditional journal. It's more of a, it's like a giant card, since it's going to be just filled with tuck spots and pockets for the gal to put notes and gift cards in. I don't want to cover up too much of the patchwork, but we can add a little bit of something. Anybody has any suggestions for what to call it? But I literally just took a bunch of heavy cardstock and I'm just building the pockets and tucks on that. And then I've got some fabric picked aside for the cover. So I'll do a fabric cover. It's got just a beautiful fabric, beautiful touch. It's a storage journal. There you go. I mean, I guess the same idea would work if you wanted to put your ephemera or something like that in it. It's kind of big. Let's cut this down a little bit. Sharon says, it's amazing how moving one desk has made all the difference to the way the room feels when I walk in. I just love the way I feel when I walk into my space now. It makes me happy. That is huge, huge key thing. Absolutely. We should all be striving towards that. You want to be happy when you walk into your space. All right. Fraying this up. Okay, add a little bit of fabric there. And something else. Another little something. Maybe a little bit of lace. So that'll be a pocket that'll be sewn on. So I got to make sure I leave my edges. Forgot about that. And a little fuzzy. What's hard is that as soon as you go into work, then you're making another mess, right? Or at least in my case, I'm always making another mess. Mamma mia. Oh, bedroom craft area is hard. That would have been me years ago. I like adding a little bit of something dark there. Probably not as much as I have. Just a little. All right. The lace is too perfect. It needs to be de-stressed. At least a little. Arlene says, I found a metal cart that is the same size around, but only 2 baskets high, like a short Raskog. Goes under my desk for journals and folders. That's awesome. Yeah, I've kind of been thinking about taking one of my shelves off so I could have a deeper something there. All right, let's build this collage up. I almost feel like I want to put a piece of paper back there. Not yellow. No, I don't think so. All right, let's see. This is thin, so we've got to be really careful not to get everything going through. Art glitter glue. All right, lace can have the Fabri-Tac. Could be. Hi, Joy. Just an idea. You could put an eyelet just inside both pointy ends of your triangular pockets instead of sewing them. Oh, that's a cute idea. I will look at that when I get back to the pointy pockets. I like that idea. I have a bunch of eyelets that I have not used. Some colors that would look nice with this one. Put the cap back on the Fabri-Tac. Isabel says, my workroom right now looks like a field devastated by a tornado. It's hard to work when it's stuff like that. It really is. All right. And let's see this. I want to, this one's going to be I think I'm going to use the art glitter glue. It's so thin. Hey, Gemma. Gemma said, I got a 5x5 IKEA unit. I filled it instantly, and now you're back to piles of stuff. Ain't that the way it goes, right? Ugh. Yeah, I felt so good. I bagged up or boxed up like 3 huge boxes of things. I was like, okay, these are stuff for the kids. I'll just put it out in the garage. I'll have all this room in the studio. You can't even tell I took anything out. Scoot that guy over because I got to have room for my stitching. And I want to do just a little bit. Whoa, way too much glue. No, not liking that there. Let's see, maybe we'll try the Fabri-Tac with it. Yeah, we never have enough room for our stuff, right? Never, ever. All right, that'll dry clear. Would I say that art glitter glue is one of my favorite adhesives? Yes, art glitter glue and Fabri-Tac and matte medium. Those are my 3. If I'm doing a lot of collage or if I'm working on canvases, I'm using matte medium or soft gel. And here in journals, I'm going to use either art glitter glue or Fabri-Tac. A great grandma at 58. Wait a minute. What did I miss? Who's a great grandma now? Oh, Joy. Okay. Great grandma at 58. Wow. Well, hope all is well. Let's see here. Boy, having a Band-Aid on your thumb, it really throws me off. Or on my thumb, throws me off. All right. I want just a little bit to hold it. I don't want to get everything so glued down that there's no movement, because that's half the fun of having these kind of things, is the way every time you open the book. Yeah, there we go. The lace is not quite so predominant. All right. And this is going to be a pocket, so it will get sewn on. Yeah, I do like the art glitter glue. Whew, my goodness, it's taken me a while, but there's, let me get these guys out of the way so I can actually show it up to the camera. Don't lose my glue cap. I would need Linda to help me find it again, but this will be a side tuck and this will be a pocket. I know it's really strange, Sharon, and to have them on 2 hands, and then my side from the tick bite, and then my foot. Mom at 20, grandma at 40, great grandma at 58. Wow. I was, let's see, 21 when my son was born and 23 when my daughter was born. All right, what do we have here? Let's see. You know what? Let's do the easy. Let's do some of the easy ones. I say easy, right? Now watch it turn out to not be so easy, but let's see what we can do with. Of course, first I have to find where I put them because I was so good at bearing everything. Oh, come on. Come out wherever you are. Here we go, I think. Yeah. All right, so I have some of these things, and they're like short tags. Tick bite, yeah. Oh, Arlene, you just got the extra heavy gel. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, Sharon, got a tick bite. I didn't realize that I had a tick bite. It's just like I had this thing that kind of hurt on my side and looked down and I thought, oh, I must have just really scratched myself up. And then turned out that it was a tick. So we got the tick out, but it didn't look good. So I went to the doctor and they, hey, Lizzie. They think maybe it's just a reaction to the tick bite. So they gave me some antibiotics. So we'll see. Hopefully that will take care of everything. Lizzie, what are you doing today? Liquitex and Golden. Those are the two really name brands of that stuff. Okay, Honest, good night. All right. So what I'm thinking about these guys, these were mixed media pieces that I cut into tag shapes, but they were, I cut them into ATC cards first, and then I just had way too many. So I cut them into tag shapes. So I was thinking I would do is I would join them like with a piece of fabric here. So they'll be able to go over a page like this, and then the gal can write her little notes inside them. Pocket prayer quilts. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Y'all know Lizzie's channel, right? So I thought maybe I would put, I mean, they're pretty like this, but I think I might do just a little bit of something to them. Who doesn't love a sunflower, right? It's kind of big for there though. Yeah, it's been bad lately. Really bad to have the ticks. It's my second tick in like 3 months, and all I was doing was collecting seeds. I wasn't even going deep into the weeds. I was just collecting seeds, bending over stuff, and that's all it takes. I'm glad that you don't have them. Yeah, most of them are just annoying, but Lyme disease is really picking up around here. Hey, Tender. Yeah, I'm hoping this is just, it's like really, really red and raised and irritated, and it hurts. So they scheduled me for a test, but they can't do that for like 4 weeks. I don't know. I love the idea of these, but I think they're too big. I don't think the scale is right on here. Doggone it. Yeah, the Liquitex and Golden are just awesome. All right, so I'm just making a mess, moving things around, and I'm not achieving anything here. What do you think? The sunflower is too big for there, isn't it? Does it look like too much? Overwhelming? I think the words are too much on there. It's just too big. Can't really do anything else on it. Too big. Too big, too big, too big. Let me go back into my little thingy. And these guys are nice, but they're going the wrong direction. My little stash box here has all the big stuff. Yeah, we got the whole tick out, so that was good. My husband's really good at getting them out, so I was glad for that. And I went to the doctor yesterday, and they took a look at everything, said it all, nothing was in there, but they just scare me. They really do scare me. And you want to enjoy your garden, but I was thinking, well, the weather's nice enough that, they've all gone out to go find moisture because we don't have any moisture in our yard, but little critters are still here, doggone it. I could put a cluster on one. I just thought it would be nice to kind of decorate these up a little bit, but I think they're, Or maybe that should go on one of the lighter ones. Yeah. Too big. All the little sentiment things I have are too big, except for maybe that one, but it's crooked. Wow, I'm being nitpicky today, aren't I? Spell check. You know, you're in conversation with friends. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. There are too many other things to stress about in life. Definitely not going to stress about spelling. All right, so I did not bring out the right stuff for this. Well, then let's figure out what else we can do. What else can we do instead? Nana says I've been bit 2 times by ticks. Thank God I feel fine. I'm glad too. Yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe I have something in my drawer. Let's see here. Checking out what else we have. Oh, we have some other clusters. They might work. Is that right, Arlene? I always thought they needed the moisture. Do we like? It's kind of neat. Yeah, Mouse, you're right. COVID, forest fires, drought. Mother Nature is done with being motherly, for sure. Thank you, Gemma. It's always a process, you know, to get to something I'm happy with. Always a process. Oh, Michelle, I'm jealous. We have possums, and they do a pretty good job of eating stuff too. But we don't have enough of them, and with the dog in the yard, the possums don't come in very often. So unfortunately, there's a lot left over. That's okay, Tunder. Oh my goodness, Arlene. 15 ticks. Oh, there have been days when there have been so many ticks like that on Zoe. And I tell you what, I have never been more grateful for having a white dog because it's so easy to see the ticks on her. In the wintertime, it's just really bad. I'm going to guess that all my little quotes are going to be too, yeah, they're all going to be too big. I need to make quotes that are smaller. All right, don't waste my time doing that. All right, let's see what we can do. If we can get a few things on here. These things are all, oh, be happy should fit. Forgot I had all of these guys. Sometimes I do, Nana. Painted backgrounds on my tags. Yeah, these are mixed media backgrounds that I did years ago. And they were, you know, like on sketchbook pads. And then I cut them down to make ATCs, and I still had way too many left. So then I decided to make tags, and I still have a lot. Some days I feel like I get a lot done, and some days I feel like I'm just like shuffling papers here, but I want to be able to play this weekend, so I really want to see how much I can get accomplished. Get this, you know how it is when you have an order, you want to get it done so that you can hopefully find out that the other person's happy and you can move on to something else. All right, and get a few of these guys done. That'll make me feel good. Let's make up some minds about this. Yeah, trying to use my old stash. I just realized I probably should have brought you guys down farther, huh? Thank you, Sharon. Mouse says there's been an increasing number of cases with long-lasting post-Lyme syndromes like odd meat allergies or extreme fatigue syndromes. Yeah, I'm scared. I just, you know, I don't think there's any problem with the one that we pulled off yesterday, but I'm glad that the doctor said, well, let's, you know, you can run the test anyways, just to be sure. All right, I need to have pairs. Okay. And it's okay if they hang down a little bit. That'll actually make it look a little neater on the page. Ooh, you got Rocky Mountain spotted fever from a tick? Yikes. That's scary too. All right, maybe this just needs some fuzzy stuff, huh? I can do that. That one can have some, or some fibers. Fibers will work on this one. You know, and we just have to roll with it. Be kind to yourself. If it's a day that you're not being super productive, be kind to yourself. I mean, yesterday I just felt like I couldn't do anything right. It's like okay, so Saturday we're walking in the yard and I jab a piece of wood into my foot at such an angle that I had to dig with a needle for an hour before I could pull out a piece of wood that was about 1/4 of an inch long. And then I did the thing with my thumb in the needle and cut that open. And I mean, that was like bleeding like crazy. And then I ended up with a blood blister underneath there. And then I cut my finger open with the seam ripper yesterday. And then the tick bite. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, is it time just to stay still and not move? But wait a minute. Somebody said something about grass ticks. Grass ticks. Ooh, in Australia, you can walk into a nest of them. They have dozens of them all over your body, but they're so tiny you can barely see them. You just have to smother them. Oh my goodness, with tea tree oil or something. Yikes. Hanta or hinted. Mouse, I have a vague recollection of that. I have heard that, Joy. My husband was able to get it with the tweezers and get it all out. I was so glad. I just kind of like that one on its own. Yeah, don't like that. You've had CFS. What is CFS? Michelle, though I thought I had a scab on the top part of my outer ear, but what came off was actually a dead small tick. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Oh. The idea of these guys being kind of small, hanging off. That'll give me more room for fabric up top. Okay, I'm liking this idea. Before I change my mind, let's just glue this baby down. Wow, Terry. All right, so that'll be one thing there. This side is not making me happy. I like that, but it's too big for there.
Good question. So most it's on us.
I need to shred this a little more, I think. Yeah, I'm really happy being able to find good uses for a lot of this stash that has been building. When any of you watched my old Make-A-Heads videos, that's where a lot of these things were made. All right, that needs a little fibers or fuzzies or both on it. Ooh. Let's see. Not lace. So I'm down to my just a few inches of working space. Ooh, I kind of like that over there. on here? Let's do some fuzzy fuzzies. I have burlap out here somewhere, but I have no idea where I've buried it. Michelle says, I question whether the guinea wasn't doing their job, but no one admitted to letting the tick free. Hey, Darcy, how are you doing today? Oh, yikes, Terry. Yeah, be safe. Get off the computer if you've got a thunderstorm coming. Send me some rain, please. We could use the rain. So many fire. Every day I get 2 or 3 fire alerts here in the area. Just so scary. Oh, Rebecca is not really here. Rebecca's really working. How you doing, Rebecca? Arlene, they have to send a message, a special newsletter to remind people to take out their trash. That's terrible. Yeah, please, Rebecca, send me your rain. Okay, that one doesn't want to fray because it's not really jute stuff. It was a tea bag ribbon. All right, come on. I'll need some fuzzies here. Some fuzzy stuff. All right, let me do some fuzzies on here. No, close, but no cigar. Okay, not even a cigar. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. I'm not liking this. Nope. Wow. I am not liking it. Here's my burlap, but now I don't want it. Now I need something else. I may be over these little picture things. I think I need to add some more stuff to the kit stash. Or maybe it didn't need to be as complicated as nothing needs to be as complicated as I make it. I always make things way too complicated. All right. A little something in the background is what I'm looking for. Ooh, a little bit of black. Dress it up. All right. No, the black doesn't work either, does it? All right, we're just going to say done. Really, we are going to say done. It does not have to be a life and death thing. And I can always come back in here. I'm thinking on these guys, since they're going to hang over the edge, I might just come in with my needle and thread and just do a few stitches for fun. All right, but I want to put this up there. How you artsy people save everything, right? This is some fuzzy off of slippers that had like the wool lining on them. It was like that. Looks like something I could use. Gemma, you got rain too there in the UK? All right, there we go. I like that. Or I could just stitch around it on the sewing machine. I don't know. But then I'm going to take some fabric and I'll just hinge them at the top. And then it can go over the top of a page. I guess I didn't get a whole lot. Well, I got my pages laid out, so I'm not going to feel bad. Let's see if I can get a few more of these things glued on. This one, I think I'm going to glue on just like that. I will show for the people that weren't here all the way. I'll go through the other pages that at least we got paper clipped together. Like that one. And for the other side, I think Midge might have been saying hello to Rebecca, although I could be wrong. I don't think she disappeared. All right. I'll probably wish that I had grabbed some fuzzies too, right? because I always wish that I had grabbed some fuzzies. Always, always, always. There's some that's mostly fuzzy. Mostly fuzzed out. Just darn Fabri-Tac. I mean, it's good stuff, but it does get everywhere. All right, and then this guy's going to hang down just a little. All right. Those two go together. So these guys will be hinged over the page. There. All right. Let's see if I can do these last little two glued down to something that makes me happy. Because that's the trick. It's got to make me happy, right? All right. So I can do my fuzzies first. Okay, Arlene, take care. I will. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with those new glass beads you got. I think those are going to be cool. Sharon, I'm always missing something. Always, always, always. All right, so we got some fuzzies. We'll get this guy on the side. That might be all that needs. Whoops. And this side, that's just not going to work. Nope, all these guys are just too big. And I'm just not loving it. I think I'm just over them. I think that's what it is. I'm just over them. Yep, not working for me. Not working for me. That is a wee bit frustrating because I got a lot of that to use up, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it up if they're not working for me anymore. And I don't have anything to go on here. Maybe it doesn't matter if it's a little bit crooked. If I can cut it, I'll probably ruin this by doing it this way, but let's see if we can straighten it out. Bye, Maria. Thanks for spending some of your evening with me. I appreciate it. I'm not going to be here that much longer. Just seeing if I can finish these green ones, and then I'll go through what I've accomplished. All right, that's a little better. It's straighter. And it's littler, so maybe it'll fit on the page better. What's frustrating, you do all this stuff up and then you go to put the journal together and then you change your mind again, right? You make more stuff. Keep making more stuff. All right. I like those colors with it. So it just needs... It needs one more. This one's going to be fine with just the fuzzies. This needs something in the background. Maybe I have some fabric that works. A little bit of fabric. Oh, I love this stuff. There we go. This is the ticket. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. This is like lining I got from some article of clothing at the thrift store. And I love it because it's super thin. And of course it frays wonderfully. You can just abuse it and it's great. That's what you want, is all the abuse. Gives the fabric character. It might not need that other little thing. Do this, maybe this little bit of, oh yeah, there we go. That's what we need. Not the art glitter glue, Fabri-Tac. All right. Yeah, the just right moments in creating, you got that. That's what we're looking for. And they don't always, some moments aren't just right, but they're good enough. The little fabric book that I'm working on, I don't love every page, but I'm also really pleased that I seem to be breaking the perfectionist habit, and I'm like letting it go and moving on to the next page. And I just really enjoying that project. Maybe I want it to hang down even just a little more. I like that. All right, and then here I need really thin. Oh, I like that. I like how that one came out. So see, I can then imagine I had fabric all ready for this. And then what I'll do is I'll have these little hinges up the top, and they will, oh, haha, she says, they will fit over the page. I can't get my fingernail in between there. Okay, there we go. So they'll fit over the top of a page like that. And then they're blank on the inside so that the gal can write the note she wants to write. So, all right, so let's take a look at what I did get accomplished today. Isn't it nice that it's getting easier as we're getting older? There should be some of those perks, right? All right, so I got the green ones done, the green toppers. I guess that's what we call those. And these guys are in the purple. So those guys are done. Whoops, I guess I mixed them up, huh? Let's see, let's try that again. We have these guys go together. And then we have these guys. Hey, Tanya, how are you? I'm just about finishing up here. And then this was super helpful to go through here and know what's going to, let's see if I'm out of frame just a little bit here. So these are my pages. This is going to be a corner tuck that will also flip up. And I've just got to go back in, and I'm going to be sewing. This will be a little tuck down here. Thank you. And then this one I'm going to stitch all the way around here, and this will be a pocket on each side. This is an envelope, so I'll stitch that one right at the edge, and it'll be a tuck on one side and an envelope pocket on the other side. And then we've got the little corner tuck here. That's the other side of the envelope, and then this will be another corner tuck. So lots of sewing machine stuff to do later. This is an envelope out of some painty paper, and I'll stitch this on the page. And then this will be a corner tuck. This is just another little old ATC card. Hey, Lori. Hi. Yeah, I'll be working on it this afternoon, and then I'll post some pictures in the group. If you're not in my Facebook group, please, come join us over there. The envelope that'll go here. And again, this is not a journal to be writing in. This is just going to be a journal full of pockets and tucks for the gal that ordered it. And this side here. And then I still have to figure out the cover. So that's what I got today. Yeah, Tanya, sorry I missed you missed most of it, but you can watch the replay. And I'll be, I hope to finish this up this week. That's my goal. We'll see how much I can get done this afternoon. But I really appreciate you guys hanging with me. I would stay longer, but an hour and a half is about as much as I can do and be smart with my voice, just because I have this weird thing with my throat. But thank you guys. And I will see you in the group. I will see you on Instagram. I've been posting a lot of the little fabric book images over there on Instagram, although I did post some in the group today. And I just really, yeah, press the like button if you haven't already. It does make me smile. And I'm just really happy that you guys come and hang out with me on Wednesdays. Margaret, it's been so good to have you back again. I'm just really, really happy that you're feeling better. Sharon, thank you. I appreciate that. All of you guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay cool, stay safe, and go make some great art. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.